Hi kids, today we're going to read The Poky Little Puppy and the Patchwork Blanket. This was my favorite book when I was little. It even has my name in it from when I was a kid. 4 little puppies out for a walk stopped to wait for their poky little brother who was lagging behind as usual. "He might not be so slow if he didn't drag that blanket everywhere," said one little puppy. "I think I hear him crying," said another puppy. Sure enough, Poky Little Puppy was crying and tugging at his blanket, which was caught in the fence. "I was just taking a shortcut through the wide place in the fence, but my blanket got caught and won't come through," he sniffled. "Don't cry. We'll help you," said his brothers and sisters. "All together now." 5 little puppies pulled and pulled and pulled the blanket. Suddenly, it tore loose, and they tumbled down a heap. The Poky Little Puppy was so happy to have his blanket that he didn't even notice. Uh-oh. The hole in one corner. That night, Poky Little Puppy came home long after his brothers and sisters. When his mother saw the big hole in his blanket, she was very displeased. While Poky Little Puppy ate his dinner, Mother mended his blanket. "Don't ever take this blanket outdoors again," she scolded. But the very next day, the naughty puppy ran out, dragging his blanket with him. 5 little puppies went happily on their way, sniffing at this and looking for that. They sniffed at a raccoon's footprints in the mud near the goldfish pond. They looked at the goldfish swimming in the clear water. They ran up a little hill and down the other side to the duck pond. 1, 2, 3, 4 little puppies. Where's that Poky Little Puppy now? They found the Poky Little Puppy back over the hill, trying to pull his blanket out of a prickly raspberry bush. When he saw his brothers and sisters, he said, "These raspberries looked so good that I wanted to eat some. But my blanket got caught on the bush." "I guess we'll have to help him again," said one little puppy. "All together now." 5 little puppies pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled the blanket. Suddenly, there was a tearing sound, and they all went head over heels down as the blanket came away from the thorny bush. Uh-oh. There were 2 more holes in the blanket now. That night, as Mother mended the blanket, she said, "No dessert for puppies who tear blankets. And don't ever take this blanket outdoors again." Just the same, when the little puppies went out for their walk the next day, what did the puppy do? The Poky Little Puppy had his blanket with him, as usual. That blanket was a problem all day long. It got caught on everything. It got caught on the rocks and the stump and the mailboxes. It got caught on swings and the seesaw and the litter basket. Each time, the puppies pulled and pulled to get it loose, and each time, a little bit was torn out of it. The Poky Little Puppy's blanket grew smaller and smaller. That night, Mother frowned and said, "It's too bad you were so naughty. Now it looks like there isn't enough of your blanket left to mend. Mama can't fix it when it's all broken." The Poky Little Puppy tried every way he could to get under his blanket, but no matter what he did, that blanket was just too small to cover him, and he went to bed feeling very sorry for himself. Poor puppy's going to be cold. That's why blankets don't go outside, huh? The next day, the Poky Little Puppy sat looking sadly at the little scrap of cloth that had once been his blanket. "Come with us," said his brothers and sisters. "Maybe we can find some of the missing pieces of your blanket, and then Mother can put them back together." As the puppies brought the scraps of orange cloth, they laid them out carefully side by side to see how they would fit together. It's a blanket puzzle. There aren't enough pieces yet, said Mother. You must find something more. The puppies went out again and brought back as many bits and pieces as they could find. You're very good little puppies, said Mother. You have worked hard to find pieces of Poky's blanket, but I'm afraid there still aren't enough pieces to make a whole blanket. Sorry. The Poky little puppy looked very unhappy. The little puppies thought hard about what to do next. They thought and they thought and they thought some more. Then one puppy had an idea. My blanket is really much too big, he said. You may have part of my blanket, Poky. Poky may have some of my blue blanket too, said another puppy. Oh, and please some of my red blanket, said the third puppy. And some of my green one, said the fourth puppy. That night, while all the puppies were asleep, Mother stitched the pieces together. She even added some scraps she'd been saving to make a rug. That was nice of the puppies, huh? When Poky little puppy woke up the next morning, he found a wonderful warm patchwork blanket covering him. Oh, he said, this is the most beautiful blanket in the whole wide world. Thank you, everybody. I will take very good care of this blanket, always. And after that, the Poky little puppy never, ever took his blanket outdoors again. You see, this blanket is made from his orange ones and his brother's red ones and his sister's blue ones and his brother's green ones and his other sister's yellow ones and then some other ones from his mama. That was nice of them. You have to take good care of your things. If you take them outside, they get ripped, huh? All right. Bye, kids.